What's up, guys? Domingo from Sunshine Safety, and I want to talk to you a little bit about my EDC. Now, I've been hearing rumblings that fanny packs are cool again, and I've been waiting for this day for a very long time. It's about time these were back in style. Now, I've got everything housed in an Osprey Daylight fanny pack. Now, I prefer the bright colors because this doesn't necessarily scream I've got a weapon system in here. Now, we'll start from the outside and work our way in. Off to my left, I've got some speed strips right here, and then one of our products, the brick boards, the bleed resource individual board retention device, and we'll get to those momentarily. So starting with the outermost pocket, I've got my wallet, and then I've got my keys. Now, this is a new product for us, the Sling. It gives you an option to put your keys and house the quick sling single point. Now, all of our sewn goods are 100% made in the USA out of Berry compliant materials, so even the metal comes from an American foundry. Now, that's a QD setup right there, so you can pop that off, put that on your truck gun setup, whether it be a SIG Rattler, SIG MPX, 300 Blackout, PCC, anything like that. And it makes a great lanyard too. So you can pop that right out the side. As you see, it's a quick action single point. Everything's sewn with Kevlar. And just like I mentioned before, every ounce of labor that goes into these is all American manufacturing. Everything that we make is either manufactured at our plant in Orlando or down in Davie. And as you see, this guy rolls back up super easily. You won't notice that in a pocket. Doesn't take up much space and won't take up much space on your weapon system either. We use laminates, Kevlar, Tegris to build out most of our stuff. As you see, you just slip that sheath back on there. Super simple, super easy, great little EDC sling option. Pops right back in. Now, moving forward into the main compartment. I am a bit of a FUD when it comes to carry. I do a lot of outdoorsy stuff, a lot of hunting, hiking, fishing, and I find that a J-frame snub nose airweight fits those bills really well. This is a Smith & Wesson 637 airweight, super light pistol and super light revolver, and with 38 special Hornady PDX defenders, it'd be fairly accurate anywhere from 10 to 25 yards. It gets everything that I need to done. Now, that's housed in a 1791 leather holster. And then from there, I've also got my medical. So this is going to be one of two choices. Now, our brick board setup fits either the Cat 7, the ETQ wide, or the Soft T wide, or the Sam XT. I like the ETQ wide for carry. The narrow is a little bit too thin for me. The wide is excellent. Now, I'll swap this out for a Soft T wide. This is, as you can see, it's a little bit thinner profile. So if I am in board shorts, hiking shorts, basketball shorts, I'll go with the Soft T wide if I need to pull my medical out and go inside the waistband with this. Same thing with my reload system. And the fanny, I'll keep the 5-star speed loader. So that's aircraft grade aluminum, super light, makes your reload super fast, but it's a little bit more awkward to pocket carry than a speed strip. Now, keep in mind with the speed strips, you got to practice quite a bit with them to get proficient. I like a scalpel grip. I leave that one empty, and then you kind of just strip them off into the firearm. Now, from there, in the back pocket, I've got a folding knife. So if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a Smith & Wesson fan, and this is their sideburn chisel tip, and this is their SHOT Show Special Edition one. Now, I've also got a writing utensil. I like a Zebra GP. They write great. A flashlight, of course, little Surefire knockoff, super reliable, very bright. And then I've got ears too. I like to protect what little hearing I have left. I like some inner ear ones with a retention band so I can keep them around my neck if need be. And then, of course, I've got my AirPod headphones. Nothing special. You can use those as ears also. However, I would much rather prefer these. And that pretty much rounds out my setup. Remember, if you're carrying any type of weapons system, it's a good idea to carry medical too. You need to be able to know how to plug the holes if you know how to make them. And let me know down in the comments, am I too much of a FUD for carrying a revolver in 2026? And if you do, what's your preferred setup? Do you go with a speed loader? Do you go with a speed strip? And then if you do have medical already, what's your preferred tourniquet? And if you don't have medical, go check us out at sunshinesafetyfa.com and get protected today. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful week.